knowledge is about imagination, right? And when you have the imagination idea, right, you basically have within that, right, you've got the gems, right? The gems, like the images, right? Images, gems, right? The nation, um, imagination, right? So you have things like the Magi and the magic, right? Obviously things like magnum opus and all that, right? So it's to do with imagination, right? Um, and the nation, right? The nation is sort of ties in with biblical stuff, not stuff about the Jewish people, which is that sort of the birth of a nation idea, right? Birth of a nation, that's what that was going on about. And that thing about the President of the United States, so he does an address to the state of the nation or something, state of the nation, tease of the nation idea, right? So the sort of nation is to do with the imagination, right? Because as we know, obviously it's an imaginary state of, they're creating an imaginary world basically, on top of nature type of idea, doing away with nature and creating an imaginary, illusory world. See, not teaching us, so obviously it's gonna be imaginary, like, innit? Right? So you have the gems is in the imagination, right? And that ties in with biblical ideas like the image of the beast, like this thing, who can make war with the beast? The image of the beast. Now let's see, so that's like the gems, images. That pop group Altered Images. See, it's like, so it's when they do Hex, obviously they do media, is all about doing images and presenting images to the mind and that, which sort of, which affects the imagination, right? So it's very much to do with this imagination idea, right? Another thing you've got to do with it is the idea of a jinn. We have like a jinn is like like a sort of spirit, like an evil spirit or demon spirit or something in this religious stuff, right? So it's again, it's all the same type of idea of like, affecting the imagination and that with this type of stuff. See, so it's like obviously you had the John Lennon song Imagine and all that, right? Like so it's the day with, all the day with this stuff. It's like imaginary, it's not real, obviously, it's imaginary. So it's like the playing of the imagination, and obviously, like, when they have like the idea of imagination itself, right, is sort of sold as if it's a good thing. You see what I mean? Like they sell the idea of imagination, like when to like children and all that, like, oh, it's a good thing. Expand the imagination, stuff like that. Like when they're sort of trying to sell Lego bricks or whatever. It's all to do with this idea of imagination is good. You see what I mean? But obviously, imagination can be type of twisted round to imagine, conjure up all different types of images. See what I mean? Like bad images and images of death and war and destruction and all that. You see what I mean? So they're basically playing off this imagination idea. See what I'm saying?